I think all of you have done yesterday's tasks, which I have done in our class. Do anyone got any errors while doing that task yesterday? If not, please message in our chat box so that I can know. Let's coming to today's class. Think all of you can see my screen. Yeah. We have done a new template, right? Let's try to open it. After getting a command here, you can run the server and you will be able to, you can open the page. All of you can hear me, right? If anyone had any problem, please message me, okay? Message in our chat box so that I will know that. I got this error because I have opened, I am running that integration file. So I have to run my project simply by clicking on tab. Also after typing cd, give a space, and on clicking tab, you will be able to go to your project, okay? Here is my project. I have done only about and home page. That's it. Now I'll try to do this contact page also. I'll take this contact page and I will do it. I will paste my template HTML page in my templates. Yes, I want to paste it, and I want to remove these lines which are similar in other pages, and I want to add that header and footer in my contact page. I also load my static. And also I'll remove my footer here because I have a file with footer. Almost we have 150 lines in footer. Yeah. Now I will try to write views for this just to open the page. Just I am opening this contact page. Okay. Today I will show basically we need there were 4 operations which are very important in every aspect. Okay. The 4 operations are called as CRUD operations. CRUD is nothing but create, retrieve, update, delete. Create, you can also call retrieve as read. That means creation means posting the data. That means we are creating a data, and we are by filling the form and while submit clicking on that submit button or any enter button, then the data is posting in database. And retrieve or read means what we have posted in our database we have to see in our website. That is called retrieving. Okay. And update means for example we have registered some data and we want to update the data. That means for example if we entered our age in a certain website and we want to increment the age for 1, so we have to update that. And also we maybe our mobile numbers uh, may change, so we can also update that mobile numbers. In the same way, there is a most common thing we do is changing the password. Whatever the password we got, we can change by giving that old password and new password. That also will comes under update only. And the final one is delete. Whatever the data we have created, we can also delete that. If you know to do these 4 operations perfectly, you can do whatever you can. Okay, you can do whatever you want. Okay. Open this page. So I have to write URLs for this. I have forgot to add comma here. Let's see what will happen if you forgot in comma. There was an error in my URLs. Did you see? It was telling that perhaps you forgot comma in this 24th line. It will, Django will also tell us where is the error you have and where for that what we have to do. It will also tells us how to rectify it. Okay, and I will add my contact URL stuff on. I will remove this title. Contact. Here I will pass the URL in the same way how I passed for my home and about. In the same way I want to pass an URL for contact also. URL. About contact. I have also loaded this contact. I'll try to load some images. If there are any images in my contact, it will get loaded. Okay. I will go to my contact page. Here it is. Here there is an image in my contact page. I think these were only the images I found. Static. Header. Okay, this was the mistake I have done. I have uh, given an code here. That's why single quote here. That's why my image was not loaded. You have to see each and everything clearly. Okay. Even a single full stop or a comma can also it will also become a reason for getting an error in our project. Okay, our project will not get executed. Okay, now I had some form here: name, email, mobile, password. I will try to give some name here, some customer. So I will give customer@gmail.com. Subject about medicines and message about I medicines or like that. Whatever the message you want, you can give there. And I will try to send this. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Because if we give some data in my website, it should be posted somewhere and I should get a message like your data is posted. Okay. For that, first of all, what you have to do means you have to create a database. Before that, you have to do configurations for your database settings.py file in your project. Okay. Here name called databases in our settings.py. This is so here we have to do some configuration related to our database. Okay. So I am giving a name to my database, that is I will give my database name as remedic only, because my template name is remedic. No, that's why I'm giving the same name, and I will remove this one here. Okay, name. First of all, I will try to open the database. This is our database. Here only we have to check each and everything related to our database. Okay, there is no need to give any commands here to create a table. Simply uh, you can create a database and you have to do some changes. I will show you how to do it today. Actually, there is a database with the name remedic. So I will give another name, medicine. And to create database, simply you have to go here option in your header. You will find a database option here. In database, you will have different options again. So simply use the second one, create database. You have to give the same name which is there in your data in your settings.py file. Okay, in your configuration, whatever the name is there, you have to give the same name here. Simply copy the name and you can paste it over here. If you like that, it will be gets created. If there were any tables, it will show here. If there is any data in our tables, if we click on this, it will show here. So but now there is no data in our tables. There are no tables and there is no data in our database, so it was not showing. Before that, while creating while connection, we are using some details here. We are filling some details here, that is username, password, host, and database name. These all configurations you should be given in your settings.py also. Then only it will get connected. Okay. Name you have to give in caps only. Okay. Password. My password is root. Maximum all will have the same password only. Root. Port. My port number is 3306. Whatever the port number you have, you can do here. Host. My host is localhost. Localhost. And my user is also root. Like this, you will have some different configurations in our database. Let's see. Here I have given my host address as localhost and my username as root and password as root and port as 3306. Okay. And given a name, there is no need to give name here. Simply you can give a name in your database and create while creating database, you can give a name of your database here. There is no issue without giving a name also you can complete your configuration. Okay, here are the configuration details. I will show you one more modification in this database only. I will show you. If there is no database with that name, it clearly tells us that there is no database with that name. For example, I'll do some changes in my database. Okay, it was I'll show again. I'll show it. I'll show it in this class. At the end of the class, I will show you. Before that, I will try to. I have created a database, right? Now, I want to make migrations. Well, after creating a database, you have to use two commands to reflect your tables in your database, in your SQL view. For that, Python manage.py make migrations. Here, no changes detected means your database is creating, and the other command called migrate, Python manage.py migrate. Remember these two commands, okay? These two commands are very important while you are creating data, creating any tables. You will create your tables in the form of models in your PyCharm only. I will show you that in today's class, okay? Let's see, is there any changes in our medicine database? There were no changes. This is the refresh button. Okay, if you refresh here, it will be reflected. There were no changes because here we are using MySQL, but here it is there as escalate 3. So we have to change as MySQL. Again, I will try to do migrations. Migrate now. Now I will try to refresh. Did you see? I got these many tables now. On migrating, I got these many tables, but these were not created by us. These were created by Django only. We should not make any changes in these tables. Okay, just leave it, and we will let's try to create a database. Before that, I will make some changes in my database. I have changed my database name, and I will try to run the server. Did you see? It was telling that there is no database with the name medicine. That means it is comparing with our MySQL, and it is checking that whether this table name is existed or not. If not, it will give an error like this. Okay. Before it was there as escalate this, so we didn't get that error. Let's try to give some other password. Okay, if your password is wrong, then you will get this error. Okay, you can't able to connect your DB with your PyCharm. Okay, your project will be not connected to your DB. Okay, now I will try to post the data. Some data. It was not posting because we have to write some views to post the data. We have written views only to open the page, but we have to write some logic related to our project. Okay. For that, what you have to do means we have done the sum program, right? Addition program. In the same way, if we want to post the data, we can post the data. I will show how to do it. Before that, you should have one table to store the posted data. What the data we have posted, should be stored in a table, right? So we have to create tables for that. In models, you can create tables, okay? Class to create a table, this is the format, okay? Contact. I am posting contact, right? So I am giving my table name as contact, okay? Models dot model. In contact, I have four things, I think. Those are name, email, subject, and message, right? I will take name equal to models dot name is nothing but it is a char field. We have different types of fields here. Char field means text. If your name for name, text for name, title, description, and uh, and also some subject. For this we use char field. Okay, foreign key means nothing but getting data of another table. If it is required, I will show in our next classes. Okay, email field is nothing but if there is an email. Uh, so for example, if we are taking an email, then we can use email field. Datem field also like that only. While using here, by seeing these fields only, we can able to know what is the field we are using. Okay, based on our requirement, we can use the fields. File field is nothing but documents or images. We can use file field. Okay, I will show it in our classes. Okay, for name, I am using char field. If you use char field, you have to use max length for sure. Okay, I am taking my max length as 100. Whatever the number you want, you can take, but it will not exceed that number. If we give only 10, it will take only 10 characters. Okay, now email equal to models dot whatever the name you want, you can give here as a variables, but uh, these are the only email fields you have to take perfectly. Okay, whatever the field is required, you have to take it, but for email field there is no need of any max length and all. You have to take max length only for char field. Don't forget it, and don't give max length to each and every field. Okay, we have to give max length only for char field. Okay, for subject I am using char field only. And for message I'm using text field because I in message you can give unlimited data. You can use unlimited characters in your message. So I am using text field to my message. In subject you will give only a single word, right? While you are sending an email, in subject you will not give whole matter in your subject, right? You will only give an indication and for what purpose we are sending this email. You will give that the main word in your subject, right? Similarly, in message also you will give all the data. So I am using char field for subject and text field for my message. Okay, let's see if I don't use max length for my subject, what will happen. Did you see? I got an error that char field must defines max length attribute. That means char field should for char field we have to use max length. For char field we have to use max length surely. Okay, if you forget that max field, it will remind you in the form of this error. Okay, so we have to use max length. Okay. Now I created a model here. I will check whether it got reflected in my table or not. I am refreshing. There was no table created with the name of contact. So to do to uh, to reflect my table in my database, you have to do migrations. I have said you before that if you make any small change in your models, you have to do migrations for sure. If not, you will not your table fields. If you add any field after doing migrations, also if you add any field, you have to do migrations again for a single modification, for a single change. Also, you have to do migrations in your PyCharm. Okay, I will show you now. You have to use two commands. Okay. Did you see? After doing migrations, it is creating a model. After migrating, it will come into work. Okay, it will work. Okay, by only doing that migrations, your contact table will not work. Let's see. Did you see? Here I got my contact table after doing migrations. Here, first of all, it will be like that, like this. You have to click on table data and you will get here ID will come automatically. It will be auto incremented. There is no need to give any data for my ID. Just give me just give me a minute. Yeah, guys. Here I was not created any ID. It created automatically and a name, email, subject, message. I have created these four fields. That's it. Here I got my contact table as sample app underscore contact with the including my app name, my contact table, I got the name as contact, right? I don't want, if I don't want to show, see my app, just I want to see my only this contact. If you want to see only my table name, you have to write this class data equal to whatever the name you want, you can give here contact. If I see this again, it will not get reflected because I have made some modifications in my table, right, in my models, right? So I have to do migrations again. After migrations, it was asking that rename table for contact to contact, and I have to do migrate. Let's see. Did you see here? It has changed to contact. Whatever the name you have given in your DB table name, here whatever the name you give, it will be reflected as your table name in your database. Okay. Now I will try to do migrations. Sorry. I have to run the server. Okay. Contact, and I'm giving some random data. I'm giving some random data, but it was not posted. So to post the data, I have to write logic to post the data. What is that logic means? Before that, I have to, it is a form, right? It is a form. So we have to create a form also. That means in your app, you have to create a Python file with the name forms. Okay. Python file forms. Yeah. Here there is forms from Django import forms. That's it. From now in forms, I have to create forms. Okay. Class contact form. If you use your forms in this format, then it looks somewhat good. Okay. Dot model. This is the format to write a form. Okay. Don't use you can use capital or small in this name, but you have to use like this only. For forms, you have to use small, and for model form, you have to use capital letter before that word. Okay. Class, sorry. Yeah. For which model I am writing forms? For contact model. So I am using contact here. And what are the fields I want to fill in my form? I want to fill all the fields. If you want to fill a specific data, that means if you want to add only uh, name and email, you have to mention those two fields here. Okay. I have to import this model in my forms also. For that, I have to do means from dot models import contact. That's it. After creating forms, there is no need to do any migrations and all. For models only, you will do migrations. Okay. And now let's try to write a view for my contact. Okay. If request dot method equal to post. If my method is post method, I have to write views like this. Okay, that is I am telling now create. Okay, I am telling now how to create. Okay, in these 4 steps in the CRUD operations, I am discussing about create operation now. Okay, form equal to contact form request dot post. There is no we have to import this contact form in our views also. For that, from dot forms import contact. That's it. Now you can use contact form. Here, this is the name. Whatever you want, you can use this name. Okay, it is just a variable. Okay, I want to print some errors. If I got some errors, I have to print that errors. Okay, to print the errors, I am writing this line. Okay, if I had any errors in my form, it will be printed in my terminal. Okay. If my form is valid, if my form is valid, I want to save the form. And I want to redirect to the same page. Okay. Return request contact.html. We have used empty dictionaries up to now, but why we are using these dictionaries, I am going to tell today. In this dictionary, I've said that we can carry the data in by using this dictionary. I want to print a message that contact posted. If not, if this content is not satisfied, we'll go to the next line. Okay, return render request tag.html message contact not posted. Okay, you can also use else here, but I'm not using else here. You can also use like this. If you want a clear view, you can write like this. Okay, but there is no need to write else and all. It will automatically it will take like else only. If you write below this if condition, it will go to else only. Okay, and I have to show this message. I have to print this message in template now. So I am giving somewhere in my template this message. I have given a message like this. Okay, I have shown you in our addition operation, right? To store the to get the data, we use these 2 flower brackets. Okay, from views, if you want to get any data, we use these double flower brackets. Okay, let's try to post the data now. name, customer, email, customer, subject, some medicines, medicines. I'm sending this message. I have got nothing here because here there is no form and all. Okay, here there is no form. Here it is there, but we are not using that post method here. Method equal to post. Now let's try to post the data, even though it will trigger some error. Let's see that error. Just give me. Yeah, here I want to post the data. Test. Did you see? I got the error which I have got yesterday. So you have to give CSRF token in your form. Okay. CSRF token. CSRF token. Here, remove this hash here. Action we use for some pages. I will show you where we can use that action and where there is no need of using any action here. I will try to post the data now. If you clearly observe, I got a message called contact not posted because my contact not posted. Let's check for the errors if I got any errors in my data. Did you see? Here you are getting like UL class error is name, email, subject, and also message. That means you have to give some names to your input boxes. Whatever the names you are using in your model, the same names you have to give in your HTML page. Okay. Name. Yesterday we have given name equal to n1 and name equal to n2. In the same way, you have to give names to your contact page also. Name equal to name. Name equal to for email we have used name as email only, and here name equal to subject, and here name equal here it is message. Okay, these are the these names are nothing but what are the names used in your model. The same names you have to use in your HTML page also. Okay, if you don't use those names, you will trigger errors like this. Okay, now I will try to post the data. Name. I since I give a subject like medicines. Do you see? I got a message contact posted. Let's see whether my data is posted in my database or not. If you want to check the data whether you got the whether your data is posted or not, simply you can go here and you can refresh it. Did you see? Whatever the data I have given before, it was showing here. I need medicines. Subject is medicines, and email I got the email which I have given and the name also. ID is created automatically. for ID only it will be auto incremented. Okay, here and remaining fields you will get the data what we have posted. Okay, before that, if I give an empty data, if I post something, I got contact not posted, but I have to give a warning message here. That means for that what I have to do means simply I will use a field called required. You will have different types of fields in your HTML. You can simply you have to use them. That's it. I'm using required for all the fields. Okay. Required. Okay. Let's see what will happen now. I will try to post the data. Did you see? It was telling that post the data like this. Okay. Did you see? Again, it was asking if you use that required field, then it will show that fill out this field and all like this. We will get a warning. Okay. You have to use use the hidden logics in our HTMLs and also libraries which were in our Python. Okay, by simply you should know how to utilize them. That's it. You will be able to do. You can able to build a different website. Okay. Do you have any doubts in today's class? No one had any doubt, right? Yeah. Okay. Uh, but don't neglect it. Okay. If you try to do this, you can able to do your own project. Okay. You can able to build your own project. Okay. Don't forget it. Okay. Okay then. This is all about today's class. Okay, bye.